Claire Banks from North Staffordshire. Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for that. I was going to say I'm not Alan. Or Tony. Or anyone else who wants to put their name to it, because they all made me do this instead. So, thanks everyone. Hi, conference. Recruitment, as you heard yesterday and as we've been whinging about for quite some time, to this profession is in crisis. Providers are struggling to fill vacancies, coupled with that thing that can't be named, not Voldemort, but the B thing, and the very short-sighted decision by the government's Migration Advisory Committee not to include dentists on the list of professions that are short of numbers has created a perfect storm to reduce the number of dentists in the workforce. Giving the opportunity for young people to observe and shadow a dentist, and also the wider team, can provide a real sense of what actually happens in a dental practice. It can demonstrate just how varied, interesting, complex and challenging the role can be, and allows them to experience the rewards that come from helping patients out of pain and into good health. This conference should recognise the importance of work experience and the role it plays in promoting the dental profession as a career choice for young people. It's important as a profession that we support this next generation of dentists in making the right choices for their future. We're asking for HEE and its equivalent bodies to support a scheme to encourage more young people to come into the profession by providing training and remuneration to dental professionals that open up their practices to young people. Please support this motion.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you. We have Marion English, Hearts LDC, speaking for the motion.
Hello, I'm Chair of Hearts LDC, Marion English, and I have experience of having work experience in my practice. Initially, I was very lukewarm to the idea and thought, what's a lot of extra hassle with insurance policies and so on. But I was so wrong. I did work experience for 4 students. 2 of them decided that they were interested in dentistry. I put them on the dental nurses course I was running at the postgrad centre locally, and they passed, qualified as dental nurses. They came into the practice, they worked on a Saturday, they worked in the summer holidays at Christmas, and had the advantage of having enthusiastic, trained staff in my practice. And then they went on to apply to university. They both qualified, and one of them was my FD in the practice, which was fantastic. And I would heartily recommend that you do this because there are so many unexpected benefits from it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have Russell Gidney, Gwent LDC, speaking against motion 33.
Good morning, conference. I'm fully in support of work experience in practice. I take work experience students in my area, and they come from 25 miles away because there's no one else that will come to who will offer them the opportunity. I am in support of support for practices. My issue is with remuneration for it. We all did work experience. I'm guessing in the practices that we went to weren't paid for it. I don't think it's something that should be remunerated. So on that basis, I would urge to reject the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, so,
The suggestion of an amendment came from the floor.
right, can we... From the floor or from yourself?
Well, it came from the floor.
Right, can we have the amendment in writing, please? And we'll come back to this in a minute, okay? So this is slightly different to the version that you have in your printed documentation. I need to get permission from conference to debate this motion, the amended motion. Are we happy to vote on this motion, please? Can I have a show of hands? Cards are better. That's carried, thank you. Right, so Claire Banks, are you happy with this amended motion to be voted on? Do you want to come back to speak to this? No, okay. Thank you very much. Right, so we shall vote on this motion as it stands now. This is the amended version of motion 33. Those in favour, please. Thank you. Those against? Against? Any abstentions? Right, the motion is carried. Wonderful. Thank you. This is the final motion. Oh, it's Gidney again. Oh, no, it's not. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Thank you. Motion 34.
Hi again, Conference. I'm speaking today with another hat on as well. I'm the Vice Chair of the Young Dentist Committee. This is a subject that we're looking at over our 3-year term, and it's something that's really bothering our young dentists at the moment. But as we're aware, not all BDS students are young. Some of them have families now and houses and all the rest of it. Students used to find out the general area of where they were likely to end up in sort of February time. This was deemed to introduce extra stresses on final year students who might not have been allocated a place. It's a motion for another time, I guess. But now they won't be allocated to a scheme until the 13th of June and may not find out which practice they're working at until mid-July, possibly, giving them about 6 weeks to find accommodation over areas that might exceed 2 hours driving end to end. Feedback from the profession, students themselves did not support these changes, so I'm asking you, Conference, to support this motion that we revert back to the old situation. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Nobody wants to speak to this motion. Right, we go straight to the vote. Those in favour, please. Those against? Okay, any abstentions? Thank you. Right, the motion is carried.